this one. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past. Take over for the first time. They'll be led out by their fourth-year quarterback from Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
The numbers in 2017, not what anyone expected. 13 touchdowns, but 15 interceptions, although he did lead the Titans to the playoffs for the first time in a decade, and then led them to a huge upset victory in Kansas City in the wild card round.
They go play action here on first down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a carry for the shifty Deion Lewis. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And they will be led out by a young man making his first NFL start. Short pickup here as he'll get up to about the 22-yard line. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down. These two teams, Titans and Dolphins, met last year, Week 5. That was Jay Cutler versus Matt Castle, and it was the Dolphins getting a fourth-quarter touchdown from Jarvis Landry, and they held on to win 16-10 in South Florida. And it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You got to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And the offensive starters for Tennessee.
Let's take a look at Delanie Walker, the only tight end in the league to lead his team in catches in each of the last 4 years. Yeah, he's a late bloomer. He never topped 30 catches in his 7 years with the San Francisco 49ers. But remember, he came out of college as a pure wide receiver and had to make the transition to tight end. Played that at Central Missouri, Now he's the featured guy in Tennessee, and he's putting up Pro Bowl numbers year in and year out.
And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Tackled that time by Quentin Poling. And let's run through the Dolphins defense.
As we shine the spotlight on T.J. McDonald, I see him as a prototypical old-school strong safety. In the box, run enforcer, doesn't play as well in coverage, although he can do it at times, but at his best against the run game.
They try again with Lewis. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On third down, Mariota. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. You know, projections for him were a little all over the board. Some saw him as a day 3 pick, maybe a little bit higher. But here he is, round 3.
I do know teams that had him listed as a first-round talent. I also had teams that had him listed as a day 3 guy, which is rounds 4 through 7. So him going in the third round kind of put in the middle. I think he's going to have a chip on his shoulder wanting to prove that he should have been taken higher.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them into their lineup.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. Third and goal, Mariota. And that is